Let me start to speak about startups. My feeling about the startups. I was in business for 20 years, and it happened to me maybe 10 or 15 times that I came to empty room with good idea, maybe for someone crazy, and started to think how to realize it, how to do it. I did it in Slovakia, in Czech Republic, in Hungary, in Italy, in the US. Always the same scenario, empty room, idea, and try to think how to do it. And one, for me, the most important, which I want to share with you, experience doing all those startups around was be ready to fail, and after fail, don't give up and go on and continue. In the end, I was a relatively successful businessman, having a company with hundreds and hundreds of employees, having a companies also in Czech Republic, making millions of euros of profits. But I am always saying that after each success are so many failures, and whoever wants to be successful has to be ready to fail, but not to give up and go on. And that's my the best recommendation for any startup. And the second one is maybe to be ready for change, to be ready to change the way of thinking, to be ready to change even the style of life. In my age of 27, as an electrotechnical engineer, I decided to leave Slovakia and migrate to the United States. I came there with a touristic visa. And of course, I didn't get the job as an electrotechnical engineer. I was cleaning the floors for $4 per an hour, 100 hours a week. 100 hours for a week, just for your idea. It starts from 9 every day till 11 at night, and on Saturday and Sunday or 6 in the morning till 11 at night. I haven't seen my family for 1.5 years. I was living in the US, and I said, no, America is not for me. I have to make a change. So I left home, finally seeing family again and everything, and I was thinking what to do. And the change for me was really the word which I really like. I decided to take the life into my own hand. Try to find out a way not to work for someone, but to work for myself. And that was a big challenge. And it took a long time to get a successful, as I mentioned, many failures. But changing a style of companies and the companies which I was working and establishing. And then I had, when I was 40 years old, I had a feeling, and that's what I would like to ask most of you, because a lot from you would sooner or later become very successful people. I got a feeling that I got a lot from the life, and it's time to return it back. I decided to sell my businesses, and for the rest of my life, to serve people, to serve my country. And I established a charity. I put €1 million from my own money, and I established a charity, and I worked as a manager for 8 years, running a charity helping children with cancer, which became one of the most successful charities in our country. And again, as I said, the change is the word. And then I had a feeling that I have to I got a lot from the life. We have a saying, we just had a discussion yesterday on the dinner, that the situation in which we are now here is the present to God to us. And what we do now is our present to God. And so then I decided to make another change, and I said, charity is fantastic, but as Gandhi said, if you really want to help a country, sooner or later you have to become a politician. So I took another challenge and I decided to run for a president and to help a country from different point of view. On the start, my probability to be president was 3%, but now I stay here as a president of fantastic modern country, Slovakia. And if we speak about Slovakia and Kenya, you know, there are some similarities. When you come here, and now it's my third day being here, you don't see really the modern tall buildings, you don't see really the fastest modern things which are in the modern city all around the world. But you are surprised that in mobile payments you are the best in the world. And as I like to mention that in Economist, in a journal Economist, there was a saying that to make a mobile payment in Nairobi is much easier to make a mobile payment in New York. So that's a great challenge. A lot of things here, talking with your president, with your ministers, a lot of things are on fantastic growth, and it's a huge potential here, as you also just mentioned. Also, Slovakia, comparing with in the EU, we got a lot of challenges. Small country, 5 million, losing the hard time of the socialism just 25, 27 years ago. It's we do a lot of changes, and giving the energy and giving to the support, and I would say mostly the energy. And I was surprised that Mr. Minister told me today also that what he is very proud that people in Kenya, they do not want to depend on a state. They do want to do something by themselves. And that's the fantastic signal for the country if people want to take their life into their own hands. In Slovakia, 5 million people, we did a great started again from small companies. We have, for example, security software, ESET, which has more than 100 million users worldwide. I came to New York to the electronic shop, and there was a big promotion by ESET as a software, Slovak company, known all around the world. We have a SIGIC, which is navigation system, offline navigation system, which has also more than 100 million users worldwide. Always starting as all startups. One idea, empty room, and you think how to do it, and whether it will be successful or not. And again, many failures, but the failures are the basic for success. We developed, I don't know whether you had the chance, if not, look at, we have Aeromobile, the car which can really fly. You take it out of the garage, you push the button, and becomes a plane. And then it landed. You push a button, and it's again a car. So we have fantastic new ideas from young, talented people. And I think it's the same here in Kenya. And I wish that the iHub like this gives condition. Really, I think that the crucial, as you mentioned, the business mentoring, business help, to try to develop idea, to think about the marketing, financing, all the issues which are connected. And I had a chance to be in a tea factory 2 days ago, yesterday. And they developed own brand name, not just going to sell a big bucket, but putting higher added value, trying to think. So many good things are around, and really, if you, and in this, let's say, your M-Pesa, which is, wow, there are so many potential advantages which you can use. What is just the most important, and that what I wish you really success is to trust. to be ready to fail, to ready get up, and to fight. Thank you very much. All the best.